Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Australian Open here, and we're up to match 3 of quarterfinals Friday. Women's singles, Akane Yamaguchi, #1 seed, up against Tanvi Sharma from India. Now this is section 1 of the draw, and as you can see, PV Sindhu has already booked her semi-final berth, which means there is the chance of an all-Indian semi-final if Tanvi Sharma can overcome Akane Yamaguchi. Also in this section of the draw, Nozomi Okuhara and Pornpui Chochuong, names to look out for. Here comes Akane and Tanvi. Well, it's going to be a learning experience for Tanvi Sharma. A lot of hype around the 17-year-old. But of course, Akane Yamaguchi, former world #1, and what a world #1 she was. Currently world #3. First meeting between these players, and that's because Tanvi is really just breaking into the senior circuit. And that is Farika Nikmal with the coin toss. The women's singles division in badminton has seen some incredible changes over the last 4 or 5 years. Akane Yamaguchi is 29 years old now. She really did rule the roost in terms of world #1, but then the likes of An Se-young comes along and Chen Yufei comes along, and all of a sudden the top 3 and the top 4 was kind of moving around, but she's still got all the skills that she had when she was world #1.
Indeed, and the 3rd world championship title that she earned. Wow. Yufei and An Se-young were in ascendancy.
So her first tournament results, 2 Chinese Taipei players, Huang Qingping 29 minutes, Pa Yu Po 28 minutes, the veteran, and both of course straight games, so flawless so far for Akane. And young Tanvi Sharma, well, at 17, she's already had 3 runner-up positions on the World Tour, which is already, I mean, it's impressive enough. And those 3 were at the Odisha Masters, the US Open, and Guwahati Masters. And for one of them, the US Open, she took Beiwan Zhang, highly experienced player, to 3 games. So a lot of potential, but still looking for those results. And as you said, for young players, especially at this age, because she still qualifies for the juniors, essentially, there's a lot of things that you need to pull together when you're playing someone like Akane.
That's right. And there's stuff where your coach can't teach you stuff unless you live through the situation first. So.
Chupin Chan and Malvika Bansot, her teammate, 45 minutes and 37 minutes respectively, but didn't drop a game, so she's also flawless to this point. There is confirmation of our umpire, Farika Nikmal.
Ready to play.
And she's going to be joined by Kamasha Robertson-Martins. There she is, in the service judge position.
Akane Yamaguchi, if the crowd remembers, she has been runner-up at the Australian Open before. She played Okuhara. And Okuhara has been in the final more than once.
Yeah, I'm now looking through. I mean, when you get to things like An Se-young and Chen Yufei and Akane, it takes a while to go through the results. You know, like no matter where you are. But yes, I can see way. There's a lot of different. Oh, she's just won so many times. I mean, it's 21 titles and 10 runner-up positions.
And you have to think back to that first Japan Open title, that Super Series that she won as a team.
Yeah, this is World Tour, that's right. There was a Super Series
Ladies
before
and gentlemen, on my right, Tanvi Sharma, India. And on my left, Akane Yamaguchi, Japan. Tanvi Sharma to serve. Love all. Play.
Shot maker.
Wow, yes.
That's the potential that they've seen in her.
Love.
She has that shot. Well, that's very dangerous.
And she plays it early. As I said, she's got that that instinct to do it.
Well, Yamaguchi showing the angle from the flip
Service
side.
over.
There was once, I think it was
1-all.
maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I was watching her in, it was one of the Badminton Asia Championships, and I actually said that at that point, it's almost like she's got a separate brain in her arm.
Like an
that
octopus.
Does, yeah, that does all the thinking. So no matter what body position she's in, she still manages to get the shot out.
2-1.
Incredible movement around court for Akane Yamaguchi.
And you have to wonder why she's here. She's been deep in the tournament in the Asian Tour before this already. And her peers
3-1.
didn't come along.
I have my own personal opinion about that, because for the first 2 or 3 years that I watched Akane Yamaguchi, she never smiled, ever. And now she is. Now she is. It's like she's enjoying her badminton a lot more in the team sports and everything. She seems to really be getting into it. I think maybe you get to a point where you've won enough and you've been around the circuit enough, you know how good you are, that you kind of get a restful kind of outlook on the whole game. I mean, if you think about the experience difference between these two, 29 and 17, those 12 years, Akane has been to the very heights of badminton.
5-1.
It's got to be, it's just a completely different outlook.
And I guess in a nice parallel, Akane knows what it's like to play a teenage prodigy because she was one herself.
Exactly. Oh, great shot from Yamaguchi. Unfortunate, but
Service over. 2-5.
My take on Yamaguchi in the last year is that she is reinventing again.
that's a skill in itself to be able to do that.
She definitely reinvented since the Super Series
Service
and added
over.
more dimensions, and then
6-2.
the reinvention's either creatively interesting to her, or she definitely needs it also to play An Se-young.
I think it's yes, exactly, because there is a new benchmark that's been set, and you could say that she set most of the benchmarks before that. I find
Service
that
over.
she is a little bit more
3,
incisive and
6.
attacking now. She used to really play the rallies out and like playing that kind of style, but now she gets in, and I think maybe, as you said, it's because of An Se-young, because of Chen Yufei, that you have to take your chances as soon as they turn up. Not being less patient, just being more incisive. It's a perfect lift from Yamaguchi. And very difficult. And look at that, straight down the line.
So I'll share with you a slightly different view.
Service over.
In the semi-final
7-3.
interview of the year that Akane and Okuhara would meet in the final, in the post-semi-final interview, Okuhara said in English, "It will be very interesting to see me, a defensive player, against Akane, an attacking player."
Wow. Yeah.
That's how she saw things.
Service over.
Okuhara is a very
4-7.
defensive player. She's actually on court right now, on court 2. And let's give you an update on how that's going. As that is one of the women's singles. She's currently 1 game up and 14-6 up in the second against Lim Sang-ti. So semi-final berth looking good for Okuhara.
Service over.
She won't play
8-4.
Yamaguchi in the semis though. It'll be PV Sindhu, as we saw from the draw earlier on, who is waiting the winner of this match.
And they have a long history of
they
rivalry, Okuhara, Sindhu.
Service
Well, no,
over.
Yamaguchi will play.
5,
Will play
8.
Sindhu.
Oh, Yamaguchi.
Yeah, I have to. Okuhara would play. Chochuwong or Huang
Service
is,
over.
possible
9,
opponents.
5.
Of course, what that means is there's a chance it could be the Yamaguchi-Okuhara final again. Maybe. It's really looking at that's a cross-court net shot
Service
that didn't
over.
connect.
6, 9.
But she has managed to stay well ahead of her young opponent so far.
And it is strategic for these players entering the tournaments that have about 4 or 5 in a row. Sometimes you could get, relatively speaking, easy pickings, and it will hold your world ranking for in a year's time when
7,
it's Olympic qualifying.
9.
Right now, I said the spread of points has been widening, and Sharma's done well to keep within 2 points, but Yamaguchi has basically put up a defensive wall. And so far, we're always talking about gears. She hasn't had to get out of gear 1 so far, Yamaguchi, and that's all due respect to Sharma. Oh, she was off there.
8, 9.
So in that experimentation, I'm not sure I can see quite the same ones that Yamaguchi has been doing in the last year, but it could be a combination of some games she's trying some new set plays or
Service
finding
over.
micro improvements.
10,
And maybe in this
8.
one, she's gone ahead and decided, I'm just going to play freely, whatever comes to my mind.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing that is very important. She is a lot more free in her play now. When she was world #1 and the target was on her head, she was
11,
very rigid
8
in a
in
lot
the
of
ball.
the areas of the game. So at the interval, 11-8, no significant problems so far for Akane Yamaguchi.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Tanvi. Eleven, 8. Play.
So back on court. Akane on serve. Smart play from Yamaguchi, opens up the other side of the court and doesn't even need that more powerful a shot because she can play
12-8.
front, mid or back. So we did see right off the start some great shot making from Tanvi, but she just hasn't had the chance to get those shots in because Akane has been keeping her caged up in a nice rally pattern.
My sense is Tanvi's coach would have asked her to still play and keep your good habits for this game. So the fact that she did the clear and there was enough power, that's already credit. Didn't get the next shot, okay, but at least you clocked. You can do that shot well.
And when
There you go, that was the opening point.
That's it, she's got that
Repeated.
cross court.
Service over. 9, 12.
Look at that, and look at her body position as well. She was essentially facing the service judge.
It's nice to have a signature shot when you're 17.
Well, exactly. You know,
That
those-
can take out Yamaguchi.
Yeah, and you've got 3 runner-up positions already in World Tour finals, so you're making finals at 17.
Yes, it's out.
And just to make a light comparison, you can't really
Yeah. Yeah, it's out. For
Wow.
you, it's out.
Yamaguchi contesting that decision, and no challenge
Service
coming.
over.
Too late now for a
13-9.
challenge.
Sorry. Sorry. I made mistake.
Well, that was umpire mistake. So Yamaguchi is, we said it before, stoic in face. No matter what happens, it's the same look. 13-9. Interestingly, she picked up the shuttle anyway and was about to serve, so she knew that that was in. $14-9. Great footwork from Yamaguchi, as always. That's a wonderful drop shot. Yeah, nice little net shot from Sharma.
Service over. 10-14.
So that's
A little bit of a Yamaguchi shot, that one.
Yeah, so that's two great shots, clear winners.
Yeah.
She's come up with, and if it's that shot quality, shot consistency, if she can keep those things consistent, then you are looking at that potential. You can see it on hand. Pretty good defensive pickup as well from Tanvi.
Service over. 15-10.
It's something I noticed. I said I've had the honor of commentating on the World Juniors the last 2 years now. And when you see a whole load, and there's hundreds of juniors there, that's what you see. You see the shots that work for them. And it's putting them into a right pattern and getting that rhythm that you were talking about. That only happens as they grow.
And if my suspicion is right, and Tanvi's coach would have asked her to just display everything and also keep good habits, the fact that it's happening on court 1, and there's so many great pictures, when they go back to review, you can see, okay, this is the moment where you needed a little bit more speed for Yamaguchi.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they can pinpoint, 4/5 of the rally was right, and then you missed a split step here or there.
11-15.
Well, that's a one-shot. Highly respected coach. That's another beautiful shot. That's a third shot. So shot-making skills are right up there. .12.15. She's done pretty well so far. She's on serve. But as I said to you, and this was off air before we actually came on air, Tanvi Sharma, one of these players that wants to get better. She specifically wants to be a better player. So, as you said, this is a research and development game for her. No one's expecting her to win it. If it does, great. Well, that's a fantastic headline. But if she can pick up those bits, that means the next time she faces Yamaguchi, she'll be able to go a little bit further.
Service over.
As it is, 13-16. Not too bad. Not too shabby, as they say.
It's so important to have these lofty dreams as part of your plan.
14-16.
And it was very evident with Saina Nehwal.
Oh,
she was a teenage sensation too, and she said those things, that kind of thing, statement of intent, when she was a teenager.
Well, that's the thing. Lofty dreams are one thing, but you know, if you're going to be the greatest or you're going to be the best, you have to ground. There has to be a line that comes down to the ground. You can't have these dreams just up there, and that's what Saina did, obviously. And you could even say between Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu, that's the reason we're seeing Tanvi Sharma now. Those two names did so much for Indian badminton. That's great.
18-14.
Just kill the speed. That was good. This was great.
And the breakthrough, once she gets the tools a little bit more refined, could happen anytime in that moment. It's like you saw Lo Kan Yu just suddenly burst onto the scene when he beat Lin Dan.
So within, as I predicted, and this is really out there, I said in the next 2 or 3 years for sure, she's 17 now, by the time she's 20, a couple of big scalps. If she gets those, that's going to be the confidence booster that she needs.
Yeah, sometimes you get a lucky draw and you go all the way through. I remember in the year that Yuta and Arisa Higashino won the All England, I think in the commentary beforehand, Morten didn't think that it was going to happen. And then it happened.
Yeah. And that's Mr. Badminton. I've commentated with Morten Frost before, and I said his knowledge of the game is impeccable. So if it can surprise Morten, then that's, you know, as I said, that's one of the beautiful things about the sport. Good bounce off the net for Tanvi. Playing these rallies quite well now. Still have to say, Yamaguchi has not had to get out of first gear, and she's got 6 game points. But certainly the last 4 or 5, she's been moving around a lot more. Wonderful.
Game.
Little touch. 21-14.
First game won by Akane Yamaguchi, 21-14. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
A quality of rhythm so evident with Yamaguchi.
One
She
love.
really creates it for herself. She doesn't depend on her opponent.
It's almost natural with her now. I said it's you know, it's an instinctive thing.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah,
So if you look at Tanvi now, there are moments where she has the rhythm,
Service
but
over.
it's not dependent on herself.
Right.
She needs to be able to do it.
It's feeding off her opponent.
That's right.
Nice touch from Tanvi. Left that well. That was a well-played point.
2, 1.
And for Tanvi to become great sooner to surprise everyone, she needs to also have a realistic sense of what her quality is in game.
Yeah.
Because Yamaguchi is experimenting, you can't take the score line as indicative of your quality. You have to have a real sense of it yourself.
That's true. What a shot.
Service over. 2-all.
But Tanvi does have a great coach in Awansha. So I said all the ingredients are there. You've got a great coach, you're at the right age, you've hit a few finals, you've shown you can make shots. So, yeah.
And you're playing some top 10 players to get that nuance that you said,
3, 2.
Alwi
Exactly.
took the 2 years to gain.
Exactly. And, you know, you're not overawed by the big TV courts or anything like that. So this could be, this is a quarterfinal as it is on court 1 at a Super 500 event. So
the progress is on track.
yeah. Doesn't matter about the scorelines. As long as that progress is, it's not perfection, it's progress. That's what it's always about.
4-2.
One step forward is good enough. Every time. Great shot.
Service over. 3-4.
The other thing that will happen between 17 and 21 is, of course, physical fitness as well. You know, your body will start building towards badminton because in the end, that's what happens, right?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say that the question marks for me about Tanvi for the future is, does she have another speed gear? Not for a whole game, but another speed gear. Because
Quick.
it's you have to be at least overall physically faster than this age of Ratchanok.
Yeah.
Because Ratchanok's a little bit below pace, but she has all the other skills to compensate.
Yeah.
She will have to be physically faster. Like, Saina had to be physically faster. She couldn't have been slower because it wouldn't have worked for her physique and her height.
Service over.
Being 17,
4-5.
you can't really compare the unforced error rate. I think under 23, there are errors that are made that they're almost natural for young players to make. But, a wall you got to get past yourself. That is a huge part of the game, though. I mean, there's leaking points. 10 unforced errors is half the game gone. So.
5-all.
And 10 isn't that many. That's the thing. Well, so far, so good in the second. 5-all.
Back to it.
Akane getting right into the perfect position so early.
Yeah, consistently early.
Yeah, so many options she has.
Service
When you get
over.
there that early, there are so many
6-5.
options you can play.
And that's not even her fastest gear.
No.
That's her regular gear.
Yeah, no, there's the Chen Yufei and Sejong gear where she's literally sprinting back and forth.
And speaking of that gear, she knows she can get the net shot back over.
Oh, easily. Yeah. I agree completely. How about
7-5.
under no pressure? So you can see hitting her own head, so she knows the mistake she made.
And for viewers, you saw Yamaguchi do a backhand. She rarely does a backhand, but clearly she has done hours of practice for a shot that she hardly uses. You need to be the complete package.
These days, you have to be the complete package. Yeah. That's a good idea, the Ratchanok shot, but unfortunately,
8-5.
as with most players, there is a one shot.
Tanvi should take a holiday to Thailand too.
Where is that school?
Get a group discount with Lee Jia.
9-5.
They must be cleaning up. Kunlevik's done great wonders for that. He's a fantastic player, though. See, now I think that in this, from now on, in the second part of game 2, I think we're going to see a bit more from Yamaguchi because the job's done, essentially. She knows she's going to be playing Sindhu up next. So you want to start sharpening those skills up. I think she's going to be a little bit more incisive now.
11-5 in the
And
fall.
when I say that at 11-5 she's up, when I say the job's done, she knows that the threat of Tanvi has been muted or has been accepted and understood. That's the main thing. But she's 11-5 up. Smile.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So Akane Yamaguchi is now 10 points away from a semi-final. And again, this one I've been saving because it just took too long to calculate. 7th
11,
quarterfinal,
5.
looking for a 6th semi-final in 2026. It is by no means been a muted 2026 for her. 2nd at the Indonesia Open, 2nd in Singapore, 1st in Thailand, 3rd at Badminton Asia and the All England quarterfinal of the Malaysia Open. 7th quarterfinal, looking for a 6th semi-final. And by this rate, it looks pretty much like she's going to bag it.
12-5.
Great conversion rate. In fact, from these morning matches, that is the second, that is the best. Alawi is the second with six quarterfinals and 5 semifinals. Of course, he made a semifinal, so that's what Yamaguchi has to do. See, trying a few more net shots, trying to move around a little bit more. So I expect this second game score to be much bigger, much more, in essence, merciless, because she needs to sharpen these skills. Sindhu is, back on track now. She had that ankle injury a few years back, but she looks like she's firing well. Could be a good match.
14-5.
And one that we might actually get to watch tomorrow as well. I know this is your last match today before Jeff Toe steps in. But I will be seeing you tomorrow. That's nice from Tanvi.
Service over. 6-14.
Great shot. Fantastic bit of deception. 15-6.
Service over. 15-6.
And equally for Tanvi, there's only, well, not to be mean, a few minutes left. Why not just try something really different? So, how often are you going to get to try this against Yamaguchi?
Exactly.
Apart from
in a
real
quarterfinal
game.
Yeah. As I said, even a quarterfinal run, even ending at the quarterfinal when you're 17 at a Super 500 is an incredible achievement. Yep, certainly a lot more in the future of young Tanvi Sharma, no doubt about that. Great shot. Pinpoint accurate, straight onto the
Service
tee.
over. 16-7. Service over.
Certainly something to work on for tomorrow.
8-16.
Tanvi with a chance.
I call that experimentation from Yamaguchi. Clearly baiting the smash. Again, in preparation for Sindhu.
Yeah, I said she's so far ahead now, especially if she was thinking that maybe she's a little bit off on that, as we see it, left side. She tried it again there.
Oh, very good. Yes, you're right. So if Yamaguchi knows which bits that she's weak in, quote unquote, then she's going to make the situation happen for herself too. get some.
Now, I said the last 3 shots she's tried on that left side net shot. And I wonder if she had a chance to try again. That's gone out. But in this match, I think that's the only shot there where she's consistently missed a point. Has been flush to the net around there. Nice.
Almost
over,
the Alwi Fahan
11,
shots against
17.
Ija.
Those were some class shots from Alwi. Those were really good. She done it again.
Well in. Well in.
That is full court.
Service over.
That is corner to corner.
18-11.
And she pings it onto the line.
And that was an example of also Tanvi
19,
needed
11.
some extra speed instinctively and normally just to get behind it. She wasn't exactly behind it, even though she left it.
Great backhand. And once again, trying that shot. This time it works. And that one's off. There you go.
Service over.
He just
12,
wants to know why
19.
that shot didn't work. Love players like that are constantly building, no matter what accolades or praises or titles they've already got.
Service over.
Constantly looking for
20,
the perfect game.
Match point.
So
12.
8 match points. And that's the thing about badminton. That perfect game is so beautiful in your mind. It's very difficult to find. Another good shot. I think from Tanvi we've seen maybe
Service
4 or 5
over.
really decent
13,
shots.
20.
The 2 cross courts, right to left, especially. You know, but she had that good drop shot as well.
14, 20. Game.
And it's a mistake in the end that ends it. 21-14, 21-14, score symmetry. 31 minutes on court. So a good run out for Yamaguchi, who makes the semi-finals, and there is a classic on the cards now, as Yamaguchi will be facing Sindhu tomorrow in the last 4.
14.
Good to see that she's also a protagonist of the fist bump. 21-14, 21-14. 60 minutes each game, absolute score symmetry. Yamaguchi through to the last 4. Aaron, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow, JPN.
Definitely have a good one. Coming up next, it's the men's singles, Dong Tianyao versus Ng Ka Long. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Australian Open here in Sydney. As you can see, it's been straight games all the way so far. Up next is the men's singles. And the sensation of the week in some terms, Dong Tianyao from China up against Ng Ka Long. It's the men's singles, and it's up next. So this is